Hey there, this is Fabian from Glif, and I want to show you how to get a Comfy workflow like this online pretty instantly without having to put down a credit card and without having to become a solopreneur. This is made for the creators. So let's say you have a Comfy workflow. I've got one here, which is pretty basic. It's a IP adapter, SDXL, using the style transfer preset. And let's say I want to get that online so I can send it to my sister, who does not have a 4090 at home, and all she wants to do is to run this workflow that I made. The easiest way to do this by far is now to do it on Glif. So you're going to go to glif.app, and inside of Glif, you want to go to the builder. So you click here on build, and the first thing you want to do is you want to get your Comfy workflow set up. So I'm going to add a block. Glif is basically a platform that lets you build AI workflows and turn them into fun little apps and a lot more. But for now, let's focus on the Comfy stuff. So I'm going to add a ComfyUI block in here, and I'll hit edit in ComfyUI editor, which is going to open like a standard workflow. I've already made this other one, so I'm just going to paste over the JSON into this, and then we can take a look at it. So we've got our Comfy, so far so good, right? So it's basic IP adapter using SDXL, and I have two nodes that are really relevant for someone who doesn't care about all the IPA stuff, who only wants to run it. And that's the input prompt and the sort of style reference image that you're going to put in. Now, the way it works in Glif is you want to add input nodes, which are going to be exposed in the UI. So I'm going to add a text input for the prompt, and I'm going to call that one prompt. And I can give it a nice label, prompt your image. And then I'm going to add another input node, which is image input. That's the style reference, and we're going to call it, we're going to label it style reference. And folks can upload an image or they can provide a URL. Both are fine. And now we're going to pipe these into our Comfy workflow. And the way this works is for image input, I'll just go to the load image node. And actually, I'm in the way now. You can't see it. Let me move out of the way. No, I don't want to move the screen. I want to move myself. So on this side, you see the available nodes that we've just added right now. They're just input nodes, but these could be anything inside of Glif. This could be a prompt generated by GPT-4o, or it could be, you know, text generated by GPT-4 Vision, or you could pipe in a Claude 3 Opus. There's lots and lots of nodes inside of Glif. For now, we just have the image input and the prompt, which are going to be visible in the UI. I can go back into my little corner, and we want to add that to the load image node, and we're going to have to add it to our prompt. And let's make sure this is all set up correctly. So we've got image input here. We can also edit the JSON directly. And we want to make sure that the prompt is also in there. Perfect. Now we can do the following. We can basically write a prompt like, let's start with an image. We're going to test it with some cool image. So we're going to go to the internet to find an interesting image that we're going to use as our style reference. So I'm just going to copy that image address, paste it in here, and then we're going to test our prompt, and I'm going to say a T-Rex, because it's IP adapter. This should be enough to give us something in that style. It's going to take 10 to 20 seconds, depending on how warm the GPU is. There we go. We get a T-Rex broadly in this style. Awesome. Now I can go and say my cool Comfy workflow. Add a description, check it out, and I'm going to publish it. And once it's published, you can leave the builder, and you have this UI, which is going to do everything, right? Like it's going to run your workflow, And so we can take another image. We can take this incredibly cool little bizarre weird sun, and we can write a prompt such as weird render of a pancake face, and voila, it's running the Comfy workflow on a cloud GPU. And you can take this link to a Glif and just send it to anyone and they can run your workflow. So that's pretty cool. We have a fairly large Comfy setup running on Glif. So there's lots and lots of different nodes. We don't have all the nodes. So if you have some nodes that you desperately must have for building cool workflows, please join the Discord and let us know. We're adding new stuff weekly and we're only getting started. Check it out, glyph.app. Thank you.